Peace and great health. This is Count Nova L. Dallas L. Bailey Bay, representing the Moorish Ministry of America. This is the MoorVue podcast, where we do reaction videos, educational, teach a lot, try to show things from a more view perspective, and give like a third and fourth person point of view. So we're gonna do another reaction video to the daily wrap-up crew episode 34. Let's get into it. I think this first topic is if you're taking a girl on a date, should you buy her outfit? Let's get it.
Put up the first topic. First topic I got, it says, if you take a girl out on a date, should you buy her an outfit? The only reason I asked this is y'all can see right here on Twitter, we have somebody over here, Brandy. She said, I personally think if you are talking to a girl, if you're taking a girl out on a date, you should buy her outfit. Pay for her makeup as well. Talking about hair, makeup, shoes, bag. Dress. She's not the first woman I heard share this same sentiment. I just want to know how y'all feel about this.
I do not need you to buy my outfit.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide to pay for my makeup and say, like, okay, you're going out, you want to get a little fancy, pay for my makeup. Yes, I want to wear my own clothes. You don't know me. You're taking me out on the first date. Why are you buying me anything? What are you going to put me in? Like, you're just seeing me for the first time. This is a date. Like, if this was, like, you're my man and, yeah, all right, yeah, buy me an outfit, let's go out. But for a first date, that's too much. That's just liberty taking.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like extortion.
Yeah.
Extortion.
Yeah.
They wildin'. Like, you don't even know me. What if you buy me a muumuu? Because that's what you like.
What the fuck is a muumuu?
A big dress that's not sexy.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I think was going to ask, but I'm like, I don't know if that's something we should know what it is or something like that.
I gotta make sure I don't buy muumuu.
No, most girls wear it before you see them.
Yeah, people have certain fetishes
I'm
that
about to
they
Google
like.
it.
Is that like what your grandma wear to sleep in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You know, first of all, if a nigga is buying you an outfit, I doubt he gonna buy you some shit like that.
I don't know. Yeah, that shit gonna be a string.
You never know. People have weird fetishes.
True.
And then I feel like this is a recipe for disaster. Like, if you sit there and allow somebody to do all of this for you, you kind of setting yourself up as a female.
How
to
so?
an extent. Yeah, control. You know, I also feel like
what she gains control, or
no, he gains control. He gains control.
He literally gave you an image.
And then he
don't
know
know
what I mean? Like, he's building her. Like, this is what girls do to get prepared for a date or just their regular life. So,
but if she requested to, get these things, would you think that she has control? Because a nigga ain't gonna get her time unless he buy her these things. That's what she's saying.
Okay.
I mean, a nigga will feel like he owns her.
I mean, if that's what she requires for a first date, then that's what she personally requires. I mean, like, I know some high maintenance bitch, likewise myself, but I'm not asking you to dress me and buy me a bag. You don't even know what I like.
Word. I mean, I feel
that's a lot.
I feel like if a dude do this, then I mean, whatever I want to do, I just bought it with all this outfit. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing else. I mean, you basically put a price on whatever we had, and I can't see it.
And with that being said, sex is not even guaranteed at the end of the night. It's not like you saying like you gotta have like you know what I mean. Guys, most guys want to have sex with a woman at the end of the night. Like you know what I mean. So if you don't, they don't. They don't. You ain't know that.
I don't experience that, so I
look. Yeah, I've said in a previous podcast how we have a delay in communication where I'm not saying. No, I am saying, how does she not know that men want to have sex at the end of a date? Like, that's one thing a woman has to take into account when going on a date. She telling herself either I am or I am not going to have sex with that. Why? Because 10 times out of 5, a man want to have sex at the end of a date. I mean, this just a man being a man. but she hasn't experienced that. That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
You don't experience what?
Most guys want to have sex at the end of the night.
What you think they want?
I'm not saying that they don't want sex. I'm just saying, like, at the end of our outing, like on the first outing, he could want it, but I don't think that's the energy that we have amongst each other.
I mean,
I'm talking about for me per se.
Most guys
Shit,
not
he might not say it.
Yeah, most guys not gonna come out there.
I'm not saying he don't want sex.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he doesn't want that. Of course, with men, the first thing is physical. It's definitely going to be a physical attraction off rip.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, for me per se, in my life, no. I don't get that type of energy.
He might feel that vibe, so he's like, yo, I'm gonna wait for the
Oh,
third.
definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that nigga looking like, yo,
That's a cap.
He's trying to find a little opportunities here and there. Like,
I mean, the gesture is nice. If a guy be like, "Oh, can I get your hair done?" Those things are like normal for guys to say. Okay, can I get your hair done? We're going out on a date. You want to do your makeup? Let's do that. The bags and the shoes at the first, they don't like the outfit thing is what threw you off because it's like you don't know me. You don't know what I want to personally wear. You don't know how I feel that day. Women it's different for us when we dress.
Yeah, but they pushing it to the next level. And there's, for her to say that, I mean, obviously there's a guy out there that's making her feel uncomfortable to be saying it. Somebody did it before. She ain't just make this shit up yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
There are guys that are thoughtful and think about things like that, but I just feel like on the first date, I should come prepared, like so you can see what you're up against.
Well, me personally, I feel like guys take the financial burden of first dates most of the time anyway. You feel me? So
They
I
should.
feel. I mean, if I'm asking you on a date, yeah, I understand that. You feel me? But yeah, in most first dates, the guy's the one taking the risk, right? Like, what is the woman taking the risk and doing? Going out? I mean, she's not paying for nothing.
Like you taking a risk regardless because you're asking.
As a woman?
No, I feel like as the man, you're taking a risk by asking a woman regardless. So what's the risk?
Right.
Like,
so you're already paying for dinner. You most likely picking her up. I mean, that's gas money, whatever. So now she adding more shit to the risk factor. You know what I mean? You don't know if this is going past this first date already. So
that's what the risk is.
Yeah,
like, you said what's the risk? The risk is she could not be the woman that you want. She could her attitude could be crazy.
You could not be the man she
this
want.
time. Yeah, I wasted all this time texting you good mornings and all this other shit to find out like we really not compatible.
I mean,
so,
I hear y'all, but then these women that feel like this, when you got scammers coming in, rappers coming in, doing this shit, and then the average Joes like me, you know what I'm saying? We looking like we broke. I mean, niggas might have some money in their bank account, you know what I'm saying? But to them, it's just we not tricking to get their attention.
Exactly. I feel like when men do stuff like that, it's because they enjoy spending money. Like there's men who do stuff like that, and it's just because they could do it.
No, I mean, you talking about the rappers, the athletes, and
it
the
don't
scammers.
necessarily have to be rappers.
Not the average Joe.
A nigga that's working hard for his bread, that's earning it, ain't doing that.
That's not true.
I agree.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
With the whole list, I don't think the average Joe's doing the whole list. No.
Not the whole list.
I don't know.
But
on the first date?
He paying.
Yeah, there's men that will tell
throw
you
me out like Jazzy Jeff right now. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, you got to because there's men that have 9 to 5s, regular jobs. You call them average Joes.
Yeah.
And they will offer, can I get your hair and your nails done for a date and I want to take you out? Why not?
First date.
The first date. First date.
Well, shout out to you agree with that?
I do agree.
Okay.
Okay, check it out. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's like, yes.
All right, so you guys experienced something like that before, or?
They made a mention about something later on in this podcast that it's been an ideal of mine, only because it seemed like this civil war between men and women in the Black or more Black community, so-called Black community, between men and women, that we need to just have a push moment, a break moment. I don't know necessarily, maybe it may be necessarily from each other. And the only reason I say that is we do have a lot of issues with each other and how we engage. We don't really agree too much on how we engage, what's to be expected of each other. I mean, in agreement on what to be expected of each other. The roles that we want to change and make them fit today's world for everybody, not necessarily for self. If the society says, oh, and once upon a time you should have a man, a wife, a man and a woman and 2 kids and a white picket fence, that was the strive. Like now it's a power couple, high value man, high value woman, but the majority of everyone is in high value. The majority of men aren't high value. The majority of women aren't high value. But so you can say, well, that's the goal, but the goal is to be high value, the goal is to be high value to get a high value person. You can say, well, that's the goal. Okay, that could be the goal, but until you become this minority high value woman, this minority high value man, what do you do until then? We claim to be a lot of things that we really are not. We claim to be a lot of things except real. And it's definitely what I call a look in the mirror moment of where it's that self-awareness of like really where you at and really assessing what's possible. Asking yourself like, what is realistic? I mean, one thing is can be hopeful. You can hope to win the lottery. You can hope to be a millionaire. You can hope to do a lot of things, but is there a plan in place to make sure of these things? Is there a success rate of seeing someone else do it or seeing or taking different successful paths to make it your own, to make sure that you get to where you need to be? And then the other part of this high value thing is it based on the type of life you want to live? Or is it based on what you think is being expected of you to do? And who expects this of you? And why you want it? I understand that this is not the American dream. This is not synonymous to the same thing. The marriage, the 2 kids, the white picket fence was in this American dream because it built families. Now this American dream is the bag. It's not family. It's not, marriage before children, which I'm guilty of. It's not that. It's a completely another ideal. I mean, if you take, and they say, well, it's a different world, different time, but the financial stability of the entire so-called Black community of where it has ranked is still amongst that rank. The average Black man making $42,000 a year, the average Black woman making around $28,000 to $33,000 a year. That's just the average. I mean, the average is the norm. That norm is majority. If it was a different thing, if I said the average man makes $150,000, the average Black man makes $150,000, the average Black woman makes $120,000, you're like, oh, but that's the average, that's the norm, but that is not the average, nor that is at the norm. That right there is the top 10%. So we have to ideally think from a man, from a woman, like, I understand the striving and the goals. I'm not dissing anyone's dreams or goals and what they want, but realistically, if you don't have that, or you may never achieve it, then do you not get the American dream? because the bag is not the American dream. The bag is capitalism. That's business. That's economics. And I'm not saying, well, family is not supposed to have economics, but to have a family, you got to build it together. A lot of times these things are done individualistically and then come together. But it's different than, okay, we're going to build this together. Comparatively speaking, you bringing what you bringing, and I'm bringing what I'm bringing. It has to be thought out. We disagree in a lot, but the disagreements have everything to do with trying to live up to an expectation of society. And do those things make you happy, or do they make you vain? Are these things spiritually or soulfully fulfilling? Or are they just that cheese on that hamster wheel that you chasing, trying to get a bigger piece? If you understand. That's another one. Islam. I'll be back.